Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, with snow hitting portions of our region, crews in Johnson County are helping prepare warming centers for those in need. And we talk to animal professionals on the dark side of pets getting lost and how to prevent your pet from becoming a victim.
Slowly watching the snow showers come to an end around the region this evening. I'll have the latest on how long the Arctic cold lasts as well, coming up right now at 5:30.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. More snow is falling across the region and roads could get slick before temperatures take a tumble later tonight. Meteorologist Evan Hatter has the latest on this severe weather alert day. Evan?
That's right, Steve. Already getting reports of some roads becoming a little bit slick out there as we're watching that snow fall. Of course, our very own Dakota Maker is on the Hal Rogers Parkway right now, Highway 80, west of Hazard on the way back to Perry County, saying it's getting a little rough out there already. And that's something we're going to watch as we head through the evening hours. Outside, you see, there's our winter weather advisory. This runs through tomorrow morning for just about everybody along and south of the Mountain Parkway. Again, through, I believe, about, for most, now 6 a.m. on our Saturday morning as we watch the snowfall move through. US 119 at Pine Mountain. The road's just wet right now with the snow there on the grassy surfaces on the side of the road, and it's something to keep a very close eye on, in that if we do see some of that snow melt, it could very easily refreeze with temperatures at or below freezing. Not a whole lot of snow here in Perry County at Buffalo Mountain at the moment, but that could, of course, change throughout the evening. Right around freezing or just below for everybody outside right now, and watching some heavier spots of snow beginning to work into places like Rowan, Elliott, Morgan counties, into portions of Magoffin, Wolf, even now down, as Dakota was saying, into portions of Clay and Leslie counties at the moment as we continue to watch some of those snow squalls begin to move in. That's why we've got this severe weather alert day in effect, for this, not necessarily for the amount of snow, but for the potential of that snow to affect travel as we head later on tonight. 10 degrees for our forecast low tonight. Flurries come to an end and we're just left with bitter cold. I'll have the latest on how low those air temperatures and wind chills go as we head later on into tonight, coming up in a little bit. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. With that frigid weather in the forecast, warming centers are opening in some places, including Johnson County. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from officials in Paintsville about their warming center and the difference it could make.
With a sizable homeless population, officials in Johnson County wanted to make a difference during winter weather.
The city and county government formed a task force to try to come up with some ideas and solutions to our homeless population here in the county and the city of Paintsville.
Officials then opened a warming center with the homeless population in mind, but say it is there for anyone who may need it.
Naturally, you know, you never know when somebody could have an issue or their prayers went out, you know, whatever the case may be. If anybody needs a place to get warm, you know, the warming centers for that.
Located in the heart of Paintsville, the center is easily accessible and will be open Friday, January 28th and Saturday, January 29th from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. in response to temperatures nearing single digits.
And it's located on 2nd Street, 342 2nd Street, across from the Paintsville Elementary School.
A place to warm up, have a hot cup of coffee, stay safe from the cold, and, on Saturday, have a homemade meal from a local church.
Every Saturday they try to provide a hot lunch to people in the community that needs a hot lunch, or they're homeless, or you know, whatever the case may be.
Keeping folks safe and sound from the frigid weather and helping those who may be in need. In Paintsville, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
McClure also said the center is in need of volunteers. You can visit the Paintsville Johnson County Emergency Management Facebook page to find out how you can help. Road conditions are not too bad across most of the state right now, but it's going to get worse as darkness falls and the snow picks up too. Now here's some footage earlier in downtown Louisville as one of those snow squalls was moving through. Roads just look wet then. Transportation officials want to remind drivers, though, to slow down if you're driving during one of these snow squalls. Just saw a picture of the Hal Rogers Parkway, and it is getting snow covered, so roads are going to be slick tonight, so take care out there. Blizzard warnings are in effect in at least 6 states along the East Coast tonight as a massive nor'easter begins to bear down on the region. Forecasters say the rapidly developing nor'easter could become what's called a dangerous bomb cyclone with fast falling snow and near hurricane force winds that will make travel nearly impossible. Virginia, Maryland, and New Jersey have already declared states of emergency.
As you move east from the turnpike, snow totals are anticipated to increase from 6 to 8 to 8 to 12, and then ultimately a foot to 18 inches along the shore from Monmouth County right all down to Cape May.
In New York City, 280,000 tons of salt is ready to be used. Once the heaviest snow starts falling, about 2,000 plows and salt spreaders will hit the streets. An Eastern Kentucky Fire Department received a donation today from New York's Terry Farrell Firefighters Fund. The Lee County Volunteer Fire Department was donated 3 fire engines, 2 of which will go to fire departments in Owsley and Elliott counties. Fund Director Ryan Knowles says they do these donations in honor of Terry Farrell, who gave his life serving during the 9/11 attacks.
He got killed in the South Tower. Basically, all he ever wanted to do was help people. He helped people with the drop of a hat. He helped people without even telling anybody. Basically, that's what we do, but we do it for the fire service.
The Lee County Volunteer Fire Department also received turnout gear, air tanks, SCBA packs, hand tools, and flashlights. An upcoming blood drive in Perry County will try to help the nation's blood shortage. The Kentucky Blood Center will be hosting one on February 9th from noon until 4:30 p.m. It will be at the Eastern Kentucky Veterans Center. Kentucky Blood Center workers say that the donated blood goes to more than 70 hospitals throughout the Commonwealth. Pet owners across the region are reporting their animals as missing, with very few being returned home. WYMT's Alyssa Williams spoke to folks about various factors that can contribute to animals going missing and what pet owners can do to try and prevent it from happening.
Pet owners across eastern Kentucky are turning to Facebook and other social media sites to report their pets as missing.
I feel like it's become even a larger problem over the last couple of years. There's multiple reasons why the animals can be lost.
But what is causing these disappearances? Dr. Danica Harvey at the Appalachian Animal Hospital says although there are several reasons, coyotes could be one of them.
They are predators on smaller animals, cats in particular. I know they can fall prey to those, and, I suspect that may play into some of the disappearances on these smaller animals.
But board president of the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter, Tammy Noble, suspects these disappearances are caused by something more sinister.
People are stealing dogs. They'll steal them right out of people's fenced yards. And we have reports of an animal fighting ring here in eastern Kentucky. It is being investigated.
Both Dr. Harvey and Noble say installing proper fencing, walking smaller animals on a leash, and keeping an eye out on your animals when you let them outside are just a few ways to prevent your pet from going missing.
We're really, really wanting to end this in eastern Kentucky. We have so many family pets that's disappearing.
Helping to keep your pets safe from becoming another lost animal. In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT, Mountain News.
Now, Tammy Noble with the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter says they are offering a $2,000 reward to the person who provides them and police with a written statement on the alleged animal fighting ring. To learn more about how you can help, you can visit our website at WYMT.com. Now for more news across the country, beginning with the latest update on the COVID-19 pandemic in Los Angeles, where the Omicron variant appears to be easing. But hospitalizations and deaths remain high across Southern California. Pediatricians are especially worried about children. Nearly 2 years into the pandemic, more than 10 billion vaccine doses have been administered worldwide, but experts warn the crisis will not end without global vaccine equity. This week, the U.S. hit a key milestone of 400 million vaccines donated to more than 100 countries. New data appears to show the older you are, the more important a COVID vaccine is. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says people 65 and older were hospitalized with COVID at a rate 52 times higher in December if they were not vaccinated and boosted. Unvaccinated people between 50 and 64 years old were hospitalized 46 times more often. For adolescents, the rate was 8 times higher. President Biden toured the scene of a bridge collapse in Pittsburgh today, and it happened hours ahead of his planned speech to sell the bipartisan physical infrastructure law. A Port Authority bus and multiple other vehicles were on the bridge at the time. County officials say they were shockingly only minor injuries after a very physical rescue effort. While in Pittsburgh, the president also touted economic progress and his Build Back Better social spending policies. The White House has a new addition that is sure to win bipartisan support. Meet Willow the cat. She is a short-haired 2-year-old tabby First Lady Jill Biden met at a campaign stop back in 2020. That's when Willow jumped on stage at a farm where she was speaking. Willow is now sharing her fancy digs with Commander, the German Shepherd puppy the Bidens adopted in December. Willow is the first cat to live in the White House since the George W. Bush administration. And on the topic of political pets, West Virginia's baby dog made a special appearance in Governor Jim Justice's State of the State speech last night.
And so from that standpoint, baby dog tells Bette Midler and all those out there, kiss her hiney.
Governor Justice was sending a message to singer and actress Bette Midler, who called West Virginians, quote, poor, illiterate, and strung out in a tweet after Senator Joe Manchin refused to support President Biden's Build Back Better Act. Several people at the event applauded, and some gave him a standing ovation after that remark with baby dog. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, an increasing number of people are visiting the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky, what that could mean for the Commonwealth.
And after the snow moves out, the cold continues to filter back into the region for tonight and tomorrow. I've got the details on how long it sticks around on the way.